Okay, so before we start the actual stream or the actual session, I will want to make some things clear. So, of course, testing is for fun and all, but one of the main purposes of this is to see if everything is fine with the edits and the mods. So, even though we use automatic camera for the session, but if you see anything that is wrong, feel free to DM me so I can edit them for the next day. And so yeah, but anyway, the commentary will begin soon. Enjoy the sessions.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's time for the season that never was to begin. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. We're here in Barcelona for the first day of preseason testing. I am your commentator for the day, Roberto Ionescu, four-time GP4 top class winner. And alongside me is former GP4 test driver for Red Bull and current GP2 driver for Never Chose, Rahul Patel. Hello there, Rahul.
Yep, hello everybody.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's good so far.
Alright, it's good to see you, everybody, and this will be pretty important. It's the last ever time, the first day of preseason testing before the fantasy era, so it's gonna be very interesting. This will be the last time we know the pace of the cars heading into day one.
Yes, indeed.
So then, let's end it all on a high, and this is as Winston Churchill once said, this is the beginning of the end. So then, it's gonna be bone dry here in the weather. But first, we need to know who's actually driving because we got a lot of changes in the lineup. So, Rahul, would you like to go through the drivers we got?
Yes, I will. Well, some of them are changed, as you said. Some of them unchanged, as we get ready for pre-season testing for 2020.
The champions didn't change their lineup, but they definitely changed their car.
Yeah. For Mercedes, we have Frank Lopez. Then we have the teammate destroyer named Arma Carr. Then at Ferrari, we have Laura Di Fraud. Then Roberto, the member of the Gamba Mafia.
You should go by the real names, you know.
No, I'm doing this for fun.
Okay, then.
Yes, and then we have Mikos Gardinado for Red Bull. Then Franco, the leader of the Gamba Mafia. And coming out on track is the Sonoda of the OC, David Kupok.
David Kupok goes out on track for AlphaTauri's first ever lap in the OC.
Yes, for the newly branded AlphaTauri team. As you can see.
Red Bull decided to move from the Italian translation of the word Red Bull and to rebrand their sister team after a fashion brand. So after AlphaTauri, it should be an interesting season for them.
Yeah, indeed. Especially with Chris Not Very Chattyfield in the team. Let's see how these two, Chatfield and the son of the OC, aka David Kupok, will do.
I used to race for Toro Rosso for 2 seasons in 2010 and 2011, and it's sad to see them go, but they're still here, only just with a different name. And AlphaTauri already decided the word alike. Behind the AlphaTauri Mercedes, this time it's black. It's no longer silver. Mercedes have gone black for this season, and it'll be interesting to see if they can hold on to the title.
Yeah, will be interesting to see if they will. We may have some surprises with Racing Point, aka the pink Mercedes.
Yeah, who knows really. But anyway, the first lap of the GP4 OC 2020 season ever was, is about to begin. And on board, we're here with Dr. Kupok as he begins his lap.
Yes.
He's got in the car, of course. Now he'll be approaching the run towards turn 1. Brake as late as you dare, but don't compromise your line too much. You need to carry that speed into 2, and then through the flat out turn 3. All the track you can, but don't go over the wide line. You want to get down in for track limit as he brakes hard into 4. Watchin is meanwhile trying to overtake one of the Haas
It's
cars.
the old Hungarian Roland Mochin in the pink Mercedes overtaking a Haas.
He's got him. The Racing Point driver has taken that track position as Kipok is now going to approach the chicane of 7 and 8. Medium speed chicane. It's important to get the exit right. You can go very wide over that curve, but don't dip it a wheel to the grass as you go all the way through this almost flat out turn 9. My favorite corner on the track, to be fair. Now it's going downhill on the run towards La Caixa, which could get changed next season, but for now it's a hairpin for which you need to make sure the car is straight as you can on the exit as you launch yourself into this section, this slow speed list of corners, section of corners, as now it goes through the right. Only the chicane remains the slowest point on track. David Kupok goes slow in, fast out. You get early on the throttle as early as you can to carry that speed through this last corner out to the start finish straight as David Kupok finishes the first lap of the season with 1 minute 21.9. It should get beat immediately, and it does, but only by 1/10 of a second.
Yep, the teammate destroyer goes top. Now Frank has now gone top. Meanwhile, Gardonado's behind the Ferrari.
Yeah. For those who are new, however, I suggest you don't confuse them. Let's actually go by the real names of the drivers.
You can say that while I can say the nicknames.
Okay. Fine, so it's Franco Lopez on top, 2019 champion. Looking good right from the get-go. Amar Khan right behind him. And David Kupok is surprisingly very solid third place. Now, speaking of that, Roberto Gamba, the new Ferrari driver, has gone up in third. As we're on board with Joseph Willows and McLaren, only 11th. It's his first day back at the Walking Base team, and right now he's racing Alfa Romeo.
The fraud era will begin soon.
Mocha now goes second quickest at Racing Point. Fantastic start.
Take Mercedes.
There he goes 14th. I got
The
Wilson.
37-year-old.
Last place.
Yep. Decent enough from the 37-year-old. Quote, no longer rookie.
Always a
Meanwhile,
rookie.
Frank has traffic of Ferrari and the Red Bull.
Franco Lopez as he goes in towards the last corner. This Mercedes has been a pain to edit according to Yuri and to others. It's got so many textures, but either way, it's here, it's all good, and Franco Lopez doesn't improve on his lap. 7 tenths down.
Yeah, you can tell how much he's lost time getting held up by the Ferrari and the Red Bull. Now we're on board with Kupok.
Now is racing one of the Williamses. He's gonna send it down the inside. Actually,
Not real.
No.
Yep.
With an improved borderline legal package, Ron Mochan will be hoping to end his podium drought and get himself back on the rostrum. As Joseph Willows improves to go 6th at McLaren.
Oh, and there's a problem for the American Amelia Wilson. It's a loose wheel. She has a loose wheel.
Not the best start to her OC career, but it's only testing, so it's no big deal. Either way, Manor will be hoping to detect the problem and get sorted so she can go out again soon. And then, on board with Dark Kupok still, he doesn't appear to want to come into the pits, as his teammate Chris Stratfield is on a push lap. He's up in sector 1, let's see if he can carry that momentum up the hill and towards Kamsa. Look at Zontag.
He's made a slight error.
Struggling.
Yeah. Basically, the old man, but not the oldest.
Meanwhile, and yep, Franco Lopez currently at the top. No real surprise there. Quite a big surprise, I should say, is Ron Mochan up in second. Of course, Mochan got confirmed on the Racing Point very early into the sign-up process, and while he is still in the Racing Point, he'll be hoping to kick it up a notch and have some solid results this season.
Yes.
Attempt down his personal best in the first sector. He doesn't show to
And the
doesn't want
Amelia
to
Wilson has pulled over.
She couldn't make it to the pits. Doesn't seem like it.
Yep. Just missed it. She's just missed it, unfortunately for her. It's not a great start for her testing.
Yeah, indeed. Either way, she will come into the pits, she'll get in that T car, and there shouldn't be no problem. As now Roland Mochin is finishing his lap, will he improve on it? No, actually, but only by a tenth and a half. Misses out.
Yep, not good enough for now, but there is a long way to go.
Well said, Rob. He can definitely get some more pace. As Griffiths, Wilson, and Lopez are in the pits right now, everyone else is on track, including Dudu Corby, the GP2 champion, who's been going
AKA the Brazilian wonder kid, who shined at every tier that he's raced in.
Well, Corby is the only man with the distinction of having won the title in two separate tiers. He won in PCC in 2017, and he won GP2 last year, of course, in a dramatic finale.
Yes. And he's gonna be slowed down by the McLaren. Now back on board with this another of the OC, David Kupak. He is gonna come into the pits. This
Yeah.
black.
You know, it seems Wilson's already jumped into the T car. She's back out on track. Men are doing a good job.
Yep, and that's good for them. And
I think
for her.
Martinez is a second faster than her, though, so clearly more pace in the car for the American. But Martinez doing quite well.
Yep. Now we have the leader of the Gamba Mafia getting past Gomez. And this helmet looks goodish enough. It's got all black on this one.
It's an interesting helmet.
Yeah.
For David Kupak to make his stop. Very slow entering the pit lane. Looks like the Mercedes behind him is coming in as well. Yep, Armand car.
Just
Guys,
looking at Destroyer. And speaking of Destroyer, here is one.
Right. Coming at the same time as Namiklos Gal in the Red Bull is holding the Ferrari behind. Gal doesn't improve on his lap. And the Ferrari doesn't either.
Yeah.
Board of Rosetta Martin is doing good so far in the Manor. 16th in Manor's last ever day one of Preseason testing. He's under attack from Morton, who will send it down the inside.
This is AKA Rosetta. Can you stop making too many accounts, Martinez?
He's right. Everyone's on the loop of everything, so Right, we're looking at Gal, who is struggling to keep that Ferrari of Lord Chung behind. I'm not sure who the number 57 is.
Yeah, it is Lower the Fraud. Yeah, Lower the Fraud. She has the number 57.
But I don't think it's nice to call a driver fraud in a live commentary session, so
Basically, I'm joking around. So. Yeah. If I say it once, I won't say it again.
Okay, good. Meanwhile, I think Mochin made that overtake on Martinez into his turn one.
Yeah.
So then.
I know there's most of the nicknames I didn't say. I'm trying to keep an eye on this.
For another season, of course. And let's see if Gal can improve on his time here. Strong has come into the pits. Gal can't improve. He'll come into the pits at the end of this lap. Running a bunch of people.
Yeah, a bunch of people in the pits so far.
I think you should continue the drivers because you didn't go through all of them.
Yeah, basically I didn't go for all of them. I stopped until Ferrari, so and also did some after that. Meanwhile, look at the 37-year-old quote no longer rookie, who is coming into the pits. And now Frank has set the quickest lap again. Yes, and I completely love this. So meanwhile,
16th, he's going in front of Martinez. As Daniel Fraser, DTM champion, currently in front of him.
the rookie, aka Griffiths. So that's one tick. Another one. Right.
It may be all giggles, but don't forget session, so
Yes. And
we can just in
yep.
right now.
Putting up a Renault, and he's also behind a Manor.
That I was wondering if it was going to be Galloway Byrne, as he stays in last.
He's in the top 10 from that. Kirby will come into the pits after this lap as Fraser run on for another lap as Lopez extends his advantage again. I think. Yeah, I think you could tell. Look delayed. Now it's back. Is it? Yeah, it's back. Yes. And now Dardano's trying to overtake Kirby. I do assume it was Evan Byrne. Meanwhile, Griffiths has improved to 15th. Got
He
ahead
has
of Federdi.
it's meanwhile when this lap ends.
Yeah, indeed. Kirby still on board with him as now the Renault is now behind the Manor.
Indeed, and that'll be the end of the GP2 Champions stint. I think he'll be very, very happy to make his top class debut. A heap of rookies as Armar Ka, who is not a rookie, has just gone fastest in the Mercedes.
Yeah, as Kirby's in,
So
and we
this
look at Seb Prixel. Jake Galloway. I don't know what I've just said. I definitely didn't call him Seb Prixel.
did anyway. Galloway is about to finish his lap. A two-time GP2 winner, GP2 race winner, I should say.
And
As you
there's an
got
Alfa
big
Romeo.
here between Wilson, Byrne, and one of the Alfa Romeos.
Evan, no, won't say that one because we'll get an Irish fist to the face, and I wouldn't want that.
You can joke around, but just don't joke around too much. And this was very close. Byrne decided to go to the outside, and disaster was averted.
It's not as worse as calling him English. Come on.
He just did.
No, I didn't call him English.
Also, another nice touch on the livery. I can see, like, on top of the engine cover. Normally on the Renault there is a blue line, like a blue dash, a blue line. And over Byrne's case, I think I saw some green over there. So obviously the Irish green.
Yeah.
Oh, nice touch there. And now Chatfield is being overtaken by Mochin, I believe that is.
Yeah, that is much. It's 1-9. Gerd has 2 9s. So, yeah.
How do you feel about this Mercedes 123 though?
Amazing. It's good for the OC. Having so many Mercedes now it makes sense.
Yeah, anyway, Galloway is down at the minute. Sontag isn't. Sontag's improved. He's got up to 17th place.
Yeah, he is doing well so far. But still, over half a second behind Jamie Griffiths from that. But it's only testing, so does it really matter? Not much. Now, Galloway, he's not going to improve and he's going to come into the pits.
Indeed. He obviously got a very good end to the season in GP2. He was on the podium in Monza, I think third. He won at Istanbul and finished second to Dudu Kurbi in that Mugello thriller, losing by the skin of his teeth as Gabriel Gomez has improved to go 17th. Galloway wasn't expected to make his debut. He was supposed to be pulling out Tomaselli in that Renault. Due to some circumstances, Galloway ended up in the seat after the season finale. And now he's making his debut. A little bit of a shame because I wanted him to go for the GP2 title, but I'm very happy to see him in the top tier.
Yeah, indeed.
Adam got Kyle moving quite a lot behind former teammate Joseph Willows. Now Roberto Gamba, the new Ferrari driver, is still settling in. I think he's doing alright. He's up in 4th place. So clearly, good job for him after a year off in DTM.
Yes.
Now then, on board the Willows, he's on a bit of traffic as Andy Federi has improved to go 16th, just in front of his teammate Gomez. Willows quite far down in Sector 1, that third year. McLaren, no wonders. Al's improved to go up to third, meanwhile, as Rahul appears to be on mute for the time being. Good effort there from Gal, breaks the Mercedes monopoly at the top. Well, I mean, it's still Mercedes 1 2, but at least third place got Red Bull. And now Marquez, speaking on Mercedes, is trying to overtake that Williams. Can't quite pull it off, and Williams is being held up as well as a result. So Willows, it's his first day back in McLaren, his first day in orange, because McLaren didn't used to have orange, like when he was there in his first stint. His first day in orange, it's not going too bad at the minute, he's up in P7, as now George Roque, he is up by 2.5 tenths, but I think that will change because he's being held up majorly by that Haas in front of him. Now then, Mochin is there on track, in towards Kamsa, he's hauling his fellow Hungarian behind Gal. I believe that is Gal, or is it Franco Gamba? I'm not quite sure. Looking at the end, at the camera on top, I think it's actually Gamba. Now Willows struggling massively behind that Williams. McLaren still with that Renault power unit, of course, so they will struggle a little bit compared to the Mercedes in the back of that Williams. But either way, Willows will be hoping he can make that move.
Definitely let's see how he could do through this season.
Franco Gamba has improved. He's gone under 100th behind his cousin Roberto. He's gone up into 6th place. Red Bull man. As we're on board with Rook, who is up in Sector 1. This time he shouldn't have too much traffic, but we'll see. Number 99 up the hill through the chicane. Can try to carry all that speed of the 2019 Mercedes through Kamsa. Let's see. I don't think it was flat, but either way, he carried a good amount of speed. He's gaining in the slipstream of that manner. Meanwhile, 2.5 tenths again.
Yeah. It won't be the best lap for him, obviously, because his personal best is pretty low compared to Roland because he was stuck in traffic.
It's not like it matters much. Either way, getting some confidence with the track, which don't forget we will race at, is key. Here goes Rogue finishing his lap. He's lapping Wilson in the meantime. He improves by only by 1/10. Up at 13th.
Yeah. But let's see if he can improve by more, which he should actually do.
Looking at the minimap, there doesn't appear to be any traffic headed his way. So maybe he can finally catch a break and start pushing a little bit for a change. Because now Willows will definitely want to keep pushing, but he's got to clear that Williams off. Definitely Sontag, I'm thinking it is in front of him.
Yeah, it is Felix Sontag.
Sontag is majorly impeding the McLaren. Willows will have to try moving towards turn 1. Or hope that Williams comes to the pits, though I think that's not going to happen right now. And then jumping to Gabriel Gomez, also known as Gomez. He's got wait, who is Gao? It's Galloway. And up in 14th place. I thought it could have been Gomez for a second, but no, Gomez is up at P17. As Gomez in the middle sector, down by almost just under 3/10. Second. Now, major lockup for Daniel Fraser there into turn 5. The Sam Bird corner. Oh, it was a pretty big lockup there for Fraser. His lap is definitely compromised. Let's see it again. Yep, he just turned in a little too late. And by the time that happened, lockup was already a thing, so yeah. Rock has improved again, he's got up into 12th place. There's definitely more pace in that racing point that he can extract. And Gomez finishing his lap, hands down, he can improve on that one. But I'm wondering, he's coming to the pit, so he's not gonna get a shot at this run. Who knows, on the next run? Possibly. 24 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this session. Gomez carrying a lot of speed in turn 3 for the last time this run. TXR4, and as much speed as he can before he jumps on the brakes into 5. You need to brake hard and early because you need to be right back on the throttle very soon after that long hander. As now Willows is finally clear zone tag. Germany is coming into the pits. The Brits had a good number of compromised laps as a result, but now he'll have some clean air for a change.
Yeah. Let's see what you could do from this one. Will he do a personal best? We won't know.
Well, he'll be hoping he can do it. And
Yeah.
he's in 8th place as a result of Frank Gamba improving. Willows, where is his teammate? Kishima De Rosa is in 11th, so Willows is getting the measure from at the minute. It doesn't appear to be on an improvement.
Yeah, well, over 3 times down on his personal best.
It's clearly not the run. Must have up some sort of flat spot or something. He was definitely trying very hard to overtake out Williams. As now Chris Chatfield is finishing his lap, Nicholas Gall attacking the Haas in towards turn 4. He's finally overtaken him, but he's lost plenty of time doing it.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, this lap won't be an improvement from the Hungarian. Red Bull, I think they've done they produced a solid package. However, they're gonna need their drivers to be solid enough to be consistent if they want any hope of challenging Mercedes up.
Yeah.
Ferrari
It won't be
still
easy.
appear to be up there. Roberto Gama is up in P5, but Laura Chung is only down in 10th. Ferrari they'll be hoping they can find some more speed. And now Lopez is stuck behind Martinez. He can't exactly overtake the Filipino at the moment.
Yeah, indeed.
And Chatfield, he's got the indicator flashing yellow, shining yellow, I should say. Be coming into the pits at the end of this lap of the dev panel there. A second down as it stands on his own personal best, over 1.2 seconds on the fastest time. But that's not relevant to him. AlphaTauri are not going to be top. I can tell you that much. As now Lopez is sending it on Martinez in towards Lakaisha. Looks like he's finally got him. And yep, he'll be hoping he can get some more clean air and on the next lap. Try to take P1 back from his teammate car. Then on board with Willows is still not coming in. And now Wilson is being overtaken by Gall. No, not quite. She's keeping him behind. And Wilson,
Yeah.
it's an interesting. She obviously won the Formula E title, and I wouldn't say it was close, but it did go to the last race. Either way, she'll be hoping for a good debut. But day one, I think she's still learning the ropes as it stands. She's quite a way down on her teammate Martinez, but yeah, it's just testing, so I don't think she'll be too discouraged about that. We're on board with Joseph Willows at the minute.
Meanwhile, Miklos go.
Get past
got
the Mercedes
oh,
engine.
yeah. Yeah.
Honda have made a step up in recent years, and I think their engine this season should be good. However, Mercedes are still going to have the upper hand.
Yeah. But when you say step up, that just means not much of a step up.
Compared to what they were doing like 5 years ago, Honda have made a major step up, so definitely mention that. As Emilio Wilson will be coming in this lap. That was trying to get the overtake down here into turn 1. Looks like he's got it. Yep.
Yep, he's got that move
Looks
done.
the rookies. We got Corby and Frazier right in front of her. They're in 21st and 20th respectively. We got Galloway in 14th in front of his fellow Britt Griffiths in 15th.
Yeah. Galloway is definitely a one to watch.
Alright. Yeah. Galloway, I think he can be very strong this season. Evan Byrne is a very experienced teammate, and I think Galloway will be trying to learn from the Irishman rather than try to beat him.
Yeah, indeed.
I got Morton racing that Mercedes. Willow's still on this run. It's gonna end after this lap. We're gonna see either way. He's not gonna improve as he crosses the line. Morton under attack from the Mercedes of car, and Morton manages to keep him back. He'll come in this lap though, so there's that.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, Willows is coming in.
Finally, That was a pretty long run from the Brit. He'll be able to get some new fresh tires and fuel and go at it again in a few minutes' time.
Yeah, indeed. Also, he has a Ferrari behind him.
Look at Rosetta Martinez, who's coming in this lap, overtaken by a Racing Point of Mochin. So his teammate Rogue has improved to 9th, picking up some more pace and gaining some speed at Racing Point. He's going in front of his former teammate Byrne. He's right there behind Josh Willis, just 1/10 behind this fellow Brit.
Yeah, not much, but yeah.
I don't know. I want to ask you, what do you think of this circuit? The circuit of Barcelona, Catalonia, of course.
It is very hard for overtaking, as you can see.
Yeah, but
So,
you raced here in GP2 obviously, and I had my last top class race here. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about your driving experience. How do you think this track is to drive? Do you enjoy it in particular?
yeah, it is actually a solid track, especially when you're in clear air. Like, you could just get away from the pack and just win this race. Like what Max Gillen did last
He's
time.
still behind his cousin Roberto, Flaco Gamba, P6 for him. And yeah, one of the biggest reasons that teams go testing here in real life is that this corner's got a bit of everything. It's got a really long straight, it's got slow speed corners, medium speed corners, and some fast corners to boot, so teams can test every single avenue of their car and see where they're quick, where they're not so quick, and where they're atrocious. And Mercedes at the minute, they seem to be good in all areas, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, indeed. Now George Rourke's improved and he goes up to 7th.
He has, as Gabriel Gomez is not going to improve, he's quite a way down in the middle sector.
Yeah, indeed he is.
And now he approaches chicane Gabriel Gomez. Brazilian will be finishing his lap. The battle for the Alfa Romeo seats was close. It went down to the last race, but in the end, it was decided to keep both drivers, Gomez and Federic, for another season. Gomez is second down, off the pace, doesn't improve.
Yep.
It's like Strong Mochi coming out of the pits right about now, and Gomez getting some dirty air from the back of the Hungarian.
Maybe some decent dirty air in that Ferrari engine in the Alfa Romeo.
Ferrari had the quickest engine of them all in 2019, and arguably in 2018 as well. But due to some gremlins, we have reason to believe their engine has taken a little bit of a knock, and I'd say they're down what they expected this season. Ferrari and the other Ferrari-powered teams of Haas and Alfa Romeo. I think they're going to be in for a tough time, but they'll be hoping that they can make up for it in the corners.
Yeah. When you say Alfa Romeo, it doesn't have that much of a downforce. I mean, it is slightly quicker than a Ferrari in a straight line, even though they have the same power unit as them. So, yeah.
True.
You never know what can happen.
Despite the engine, Alfa Romeo are still quite good at the straight lines, mostly because of the philosophy they use. They are very, very low drag, as they have been the past few years. Obviously, this means they don't have a lot of downforce in the corners, but when we get to the straights, even if the engine is down on power, Alfa is still quite quick.
Yeah.
5 seconds down there is Gabriel Gomez, as he is on another lap.
Yeah. He is in 17th at the moment. It's fairly where the Alfa Romeo should be, but yeah, with a Williams ahead of both of them.
I'll be hoping they can do better than that, as Federic can't improve either. Our favorite rookie, though he's not a rookie anymore, Byrne can improve, but Fraser just did. The 18th goes the Brit.
Yeah.
As Byrne puts the pass on Griffiths right there.
Andre Federi down in the first sector.
Yeah, he is. As Fraser has got to the back of Griffiths really quickly. He was half a temp up in first sector, I don't think that's gonna last in the third year of that Williams.
Yeah, indeed.
Obviously, Williams have lost the Rocket sponsorship. Rocket put out, quite surprisingly, real life after winter testing that in here they've already pulled out. As Emily Wilson has improved again, but she is still in last place.
Jake Galloway.
Making a move with that Alfa Romeo, quite nicely done. Galloway will be beginning his lap pretty soon.
Yes, indeed. He is in 14th at the moment, but we'll see if he can improve on this lap time.
Well, he's the best placed out of all the rookies, so at least he'll have that going for him. Let's not forget, he is also in a better car than the rest of the rookies. Either way, Galloway's main benchmark is going to be his teammate Evan Byrne. He'll be hoping to get as close to him as he can.
When you speak of rookies, Kirby improved, but he stays 21st.
Yep, indeed. As now Fraser, his lap was totally ruined by Griffiths there. And now two rookies going at it. And he's going to be pitting a veteran, Nicholas Dahl, if it stays like this.
Miguel's not far off Lopez, so it's a decent lap, but we'll see. It's only testing. Yeah. As I said before, it's only testing, so doesn't really matter, not much, but it matters for if they want to stay in for day 4.
All the teams are obviously holding back, but we don't know who's holding back more than the others. And yeah, one thing's for sure, it's important to be quickest on day 1 if you really want to be in day 4. Wilson improves yet again, but she's still last. Then we got Galloway setting up a move on her teammate Martinez. But unsuccessfully. What I was saying is that to get your ticket to day 4, you need to be fastest in 2 days out of the first 3. If you're fastest in day 1, well, you're already halfway there already. De Rosa has improved to go 5th in that McLaren, as we were just looking on board his teammate Joseph Willows. Massive improvement from the Polish driver. Up in 5th place, that's quite solid. Kirby's also improved. He's sent Martinez to the back road. Manners are now last and second to last. Kirby has improved that has.
From what it lasted for them.
Yeah, but we still got 11 minutes. As now Gomez is finally going to come in.
Yep. There's not much for him to do in this Alfa Romeo compared to last season and the season before.
Right, not. Alpha appeared to have gone a little bit on the back burner, but there's obviously still plenty that can change. As Amar Kha looks to be overtaking the Alpha Tauri in front of him. Let's see if he can pull that move on Avi Kupok. Surprisingly, he can't. Great defending there from the German.
Yep, indeed. Now on board with Laura Chung. She is in 12th place.
Had quite a quiet session so far. 12th place in the Ferrari while her teammate is up in 6th. I think she'll be hoping for better. There's still time for things to change, of course. She's only 3 tenths behind.
But knowing this, the midfield is very tight, so it is going to be very close. Okay.
Alright, well here he just said he loves you guys. And he also said he'll be looking at deliveries.
Yes.
Because we had some edits.
These are the edits. As you can see, Martini sponsoring that Racing Point.
Lopez with the number 1. We haven't seen that in quite a while, but it's very well deserved to be on that car.
Yeah, hopefully it's not cursed, unlike what happened with Flo.
Flo did leave the season as a 5-time champion, so I wouldn't say it's cursed.
Well, when you say 2016 the following season, then we'll see. I hope it ain't.
Hey, you win some, you lose some. It's no big deal.
Yeah, indeed.
We're looking at David Kupok. Was 2 tenths down in the first sector there. You'll be hoping he can get some improvements in the last sectors. Because that's where he gained the biggest time, biggest runs time in Barcelona. Chang has improved. We're saying she needed to find a big improvement. She was 3 times down on her teammate. Now she's up in third place. So massive step
Yeah,
up for Ferrari driver. She seems to have got it right. And Ferrari, maybe we've been underestimating them a little bit.
are you sure? We don't know. We don't know. It's testing, Rob, as I said.
It is testing, yes. Now then, looking at Evan Byrne, who appears to be half second down on his personal best. You can see that green on the top of the engine cover.
Yeah.
So looking at Wilson, meanwhile, in that manner. Last season, of course, before they're replaced by, I don't even know who it's going to be, but there will be an 11th team, you know that much. All we know is that it's not going to be Audi.
Yes.
And then we're looking at car number 6 and position number 6, Hiroshima De Rosa. And we're looking at motion.
Look at the side. Now I'm over on the side of Chung now.
By the way, he's got blue on top of his engine cover, just like the real life Renault. Number 23, there at the back, Galloway. I don't know,
And that,
alright session so far, but it can obviously get better.
yeah. That's very. Now we're on the side of Daniel Fraser.
We are. Joe knows what the 11th team is, but he's not saying. I expected that answer. We're obviously not going to find out until the guys in charge decide it's time for everybody to find out, but that time hasn't come yet.
Yes.
And then on board with Chunk, she's in third place. Seeks to improve yet again, but she's currently a tenth and a half down for the middle sector.
Now Chatfield, he's on the personal best. Did
It appears
personal
to be
best in the middle
gaining
sector,
grit.
yeah.
See if he can follow through with it.
We'll see where can he go. Can he improve or will he not? We'll
I
see.
think he will, but let's see. He's gonna cross the line right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, still 13th, but he obviously couldn't gain a position.
Yeah.
Got loads of drivers out on track. Amba, Kipok, and Martinez appear to be the only ones in the pits. As speaking of that, Federi's just joined them, as is Gal.
And Logan Martinez.
Yep. Martinez was in the pits anyway, but yeah. This lap with Chung is quite a very interesting on board. You clearly see the Ferrari. It may be down on power, but it's still looking solid for the corners.
Yeah, he is. Indeed.
Now then, Ka finally playing a move on Gabriel Gomez. Got him there. The man currently topping this session. It's a move down on the Brazilian. He's already pulling away quite substantially for sector 1.
Meanwhile, Jake Galloway. He's in 14th, while his teammate Evan Burton is in 12th.
Hortense down in the middle sector, Galloway.
Yeah, he is.
Not the greatest session, but he'll be hoping to get some good experience for himself.
Yep,
Sheffield has improved again. Stays in 13th, exactly 1 10 behind Byrne.
yeah. Exactly, as you said. Chung not far off on her personal best in the first sector.
Indeed. Now she's gonna get some traffic, and that's not gonna help her very much.
Yeah. Not much. Now on to Galloway. He is down in the first sector.
Yep. Doesn't look like this one is it. Either way, there are no consequences for doing badly in testing, and I wouldn't say he's done badly.
Yeah.
Zontak has improved, he's in 18th. He's still a ways back on his teammate Griffiths, who's having a very solid debut. He's 4 tenths in front of the German. Then 4 minutes to go, we're on board with Roke. He's just gone out on track, he'll be beginning a run soon enough. Everyone except Kupok is out on track at the minute. We're in the closing stages of day 1, and I think it's been a good day so far. By the way, will be coming in, as Lopez has just come in. Mochan is racing meanwhile, one of the manners. It's Martinez, but I don't think he's able to retake him here. No, he'll be coming in as well. Yeah, at the end of this lap.
Not quite. Now on board with one more car. It's still down, but it looks like he will be fastest for day 1. For now, for the moment. So we'll see what happens.
Unless Lopez goes down in the remaining 3 minutes and sets a faster lap, of course. As now Mochan, doing quite well so far today. He's in 5th place, he'll be very satisfied with that. His teammate is up in 9th. Mochan at the moment is racing like the Ferraris.
Yeah.
Amba! Big improvement from the Italian. He's gone up into 2nd place in the Red Bull. It's the Mercedes duopoly at the front. Galloway is coming to the pits meanwhile. 2 minutes and a half to go. It doesn't look like he'll be going on track anymore. Let's see if he runs out of time. So yeah, his session is over. I think it's been a productive day 1. He's been best of rookies so far. I think the standout has to be Jamie Griffiths. He's beating his teammate by a solid margin, and Griffiths is still on the lap, of course. Of course, as Rojo has actually left the call for a little bit. Let's see if Griffiths can improve on this lap. I don't think he will. No, he won't. He'll still have 2 minutes in which he can try to improve again. Now, Gomez finishes his lap without an improvement. Bakal has improved. He's got up into 4th place. So we got Mercedes, Red Bull, Mercedes, Red Bull in the top 4
Yep.
at the stands.
Okay, that was decent from Franco Gamba and even for Miko Oscar, so no, it's not
George
bad
Roque
for Red Bull.
improvement is en route, and Roque has got up into 5th place. He's got in front of his team in Mochan. Great lap from George Roque. Racing Point. Adam Gamba, can he improve it again? No, he can't. This is the last minute and a half.
Yep. Carlosima de Rosa.
Let's see what the McLaren man can do. He's going in 8th place, and he stays there. That lap was horrific. 6 seconds.
I think he must have been held up or something, or let's see.
Yeah, he's made a big.
Oh, he went off. Yeah.
Went to the ground at turn 4.
Went off. Yeah, turn 4. He went off there.
That's major.
And he slowed down some drivers. I don't know how that happened, but
He literally started
anyway.
to push that McLaren a little bit harder than expected of day 1. Either way, the Rossa is having a good session. He's ahead of his teammate. He's got nothing to complain about, really.
Yeah, indeed. Meanwhile, Griffiths is running up the Mercedes.
Look at that. That's not something you should. That's not something anyone expects to do in his first race. In his first, not his first race, in his first day, in the GP4 OC. But look at this. He's keeping the 2 marks right behind him. For how much longer though, I don't know. But we got 45 seconds left in this session. It's gonna be the last lap for all these guys. The lap they start now. Goes Lopez into 1. His Gals improved yet again, but stays in 4th place. He's got 1 more lap to go, and his improvement is actually just 0.2 seconds, so that was very small. Martinez finishes his lap without improving. Roberto Gamba, I believe that was, started one, has got 15 seconds to go. Can Evan Byrne improve on this one? Doesn't look like he can. Why not? 10 seconds to go in this day one session. Gamba doesn't improve. Rosa is on his lap. Last flowing lap, it appears. Has got 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, 0. Checkered flag is out. That is the end of day one. And Amar Kai is fast out of the moment. Can anyone still take it away from him in the remaining time or not? Well, Rosa can't. He can't improve on his lap. That failed. He can't improve either.
He messed up by
Wilson is
just.
also coming in. Anga is not starting her lap in time. Lopez is
Anga.
only in the middle sector, only half time down. He might be able to find something in sector 3, we'll see.
Let's see what happens. Let's see if the defending world champion can go quickest, but it's only testing, so
We've also
doesn't
got
really
Griffiths
matter.
and Ka behind him. And also, there's Nicolas Gall in the lap. Gall should be expecting to improve again, but let's see if Lopez can do it. Across the line goes Lopez, can improve.
Yeah.
There's
Missed
another
out.
half time in the last sector. Ka, last time as well there. Nicolas Gall, this time he can improve. His session is over. First, they actually get the checkered flag. So doing a lot of laps. Gomez doesn't improve. His teammate Antika Federi doesn't either.
Muchin was another their lap. Meanwhile, Daniel Fraser next to Russell Line, he doesn't improve. Roberto Gamba.
Gamba and neither does
Yeah.
Jose Martinez. Quite a way down. And Skipwalk is being impeded by that runner Galloway. Or is it Byrne?
Right, Bird. And meanwhile, Gamba's got to lose a little bit of time.
Impeded
From
behind the
that.
sister
And
team.
yeah, it is session over. Car is
It is.
fastest for day one.
Franco Gamba second and Franco Lopez third. Quite interesting
Yeah.
session it has been. Red Bull, very, very competitive. Ferrari also exceeded my expectations, I'll say that.
Yeah, but yeah, it does show that it is very close from pretty much top to
What
bottom.
did you think of this session, Ola? Because I think
Yeah.
all the rookies, Jamie Griffiths was the standout for me. He was much quicker than his teammate Zontag. It's only day one, of course, but it's a good debut for Griffiths, and he'll be hoping he can follow up and do well in the races.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to give it to him, but I mean, you can't really tell about Galloway's pace to Evan Byrne. Yes, he was far, he was around over 2 temps behind Evan Burns, but you never know because the midfield is very tight. So yeah,
Yeah, that's
we'll
true.
see what happens going into day two for him.
Yep, indeed. Well, we know for sure, at the moment, Mercedes on the front foot. Will it stay like that for day two? We'll have to wait and see. But you're going to have to join us in 24 hours' time, actually a little bit less, because we will know what's going to happen. But you won't be hearing from us. We got someone else lined up for commentary on day two. We're not going to tell you who. We'll just have to wait for those two guys to introduce themselves tomorrow. But until then, I've been Robert, and it's been a pleasure commentating for you guys.
Yep, it has been. I've been Rahul Patel.
And yeah,
It-
this has been the first day of the end. This has been the first day of the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. It's quite
Yes.
interesting, and we'll see what's gonna happen. The fantasy era is one season away, but until then, let's keep going with the season that never was. Day one completed.